Hello and welcome to What Makes This Bike Great, and today it's all about the Honda CBR250RR with good friend of the channel, James Jackson.
Hello again.
Hello mate, thanks for coming again.
Again.
We'll put you on a retainer.
On a leash.
So, this is a very special motorcycle and I've never seen one in the flesh before.
Correct.
I mean, we all know about kind of the pocket rockets of the early 90s,
Yeah.
and the Japanese only market sports bikes, and we normally think about the 400s, and if we think about 250s we think about the two strokes.
Yeah.
But this is a four stroke,
Correct.
a little inline four stroke that revs to 19,000 RPM.
19,000 revs, yeah.
Amazing.
It's...
And what sort of power does it make?
Is it 49, 50 horsepower?
See, why aren't they making these instead of the bikes they make now? But they're like little jewels, aren't they? So,
yeah.
I mean, let's just talk about what it is first. So, tell me the model designation.
So I'm led to believe the information on these is really skittish.
Yeah.
But what I'm being told is that they made 3 different versions of it. They were predominantly a Japanese and Asian market bike.
Yeah.
So they were made under licensed by Honda, but not through the Honda factory.
Ah.
The engine was, but the assembly process was done under a different factory.
Yeah.
The panel works, or the bodywork is not stamped by Honda, but
Right.
yet you know that it comes out the Honda factory.
Yeah.
The way that they just fit is generic Honda. But the rest of it, the assembly process was done in a different factory. So Honda supplied the engine, the swinging arm, the frame, the bodywork, but it was done in a different factory. And the level of engineering in this is just beyond belief.
Is it?
It's just unreal.
In what way?
On a different scale.
Just because everything's so small and intricate.
How they've made the internals on the engine is just another level.
The pistons must be like thimbles.
I'm led to believe they're about the size of 10p's.
Really?
And from bottom dead centre to top, it equals to 33.3 mil.
Wow.
Minute.
Yeah.
And that's the scale of the internals of the engine. I
Yeah.
mean, the valves must be spark plug size,
Yeah,
if that.
yeah.
It's just another level of engineering.
Just amazing, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a work of art.
And what's the model code? Is it
So this is the last of the line of the 3 different versions that you got. So this is the 96 version. Again, I found out that it was predominantly for the America market.
Mm-hmm.
So when you turn everything on, the lights, the front indicators stay on as part of the lighting system.
Yeah.
And then when you flick left and right, they flash as well.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, I think it was made for the American market, this particular bike, even though it came from Japan.
Yeah, yeah. So you are no stranger to CBRs because we'll see it in another video, but you've got the 400 sister of this.
Yeah.
In exactly the same colours. These colours are the best Honda colours, aren't they?
Yeah.
By a long, long way.
Yeah, yeah.
And also the blade.
Yes, that's
So
right.
you've
The
got all 3
iconic
in the same.
93 blade, yeah.
Unbelievable. So how did you come by this?
So having spent a bit of time with the 400, I thought, what's the chances of finding a 250?
Yeah.
So you plant the seed.
In your own head.
In your own head.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
in my head. The seed gets planted and I start searching around. So I became friends with a chap in Japan through restorating other bikes.
Yeah.
And I just happened to say to Anthony, is there any chance of finding me a CBR 250? So months passed by and one thing and another. And then all of a sudden I get a message, what do you think to this? So I says, oh, that could be some potential.
Yeah.
So I says, yeah, put a bid in, see what happens.
Well, in a Japanese auction?
In a Japanese auction, he bids on my behalf. I have to say yes or no, and he'll do the opposite at his end.
And when was this?
This was a year ago now, so I've only owned this 12 months.
Right.
And then so I said, yeah, okay, I'll study the photos like I did with my other bikes, make sure everything's on it that should be on it. Mirrors, handlebars, pegs, bodywork, wheels, the whole generic what you can see is hopefully is what comes with the bike.
Yeah.
Said, yeah, I'll pay that for it. Then he has to crate it up in Japan, made a specific crate for it, do all the shipping paperwork to get it to the port.
Wow.
Then you have to wait 10 weeks for it to come over the sea.
Yeah.
To a port of your choice when it gets to the UK. So you have to tell him where you want it delivering to. In this instance, it went to Liverpool. And then I've got a friend in Liverpool who looks after bikes anyway. He received it on my behalf, paid the receiving paperwork, and then Paul phoned me up, said, right, it's here, it's ready to be collected.
Wow.
So then I went up to Liverpool, collected it with my van, and then brought it home and then started to get it running.
So do you mind me asking what you paid for it and what they're worth?
I paid 4.5 for it.
Right.
Just under 5 grand. I think it was 4,750 in the end.
Pretty good for something so special.
Yeah, it was a good price at the time. Yeah. And then, like most things, prices have increased, and one thing and another.
Are they still, these kind of bikes still going up?
These are really climbing. They're climbing. If you've got a nice one, you can get some good profit off it. Yeah.
So you got it home. What did you need to do?
We got it home. It was stood for a number of years dormant, so the bodywork was all looking a bit dry and tired, where it had been stood in the sun for numerous years. The tank was looking just on the verge of it needed respraying, but I just gently washed it to begin with and put some of the suppleness back into the paint, and then waxed it, shampooed it, waxed it, and then it's slowly come back, which I'm pleased about.
It looks brand new.
It really does, yeah. And then just gently taking things off, oiling screws and nuts and bolts so that they fit back correctly. So tyres was
11,000 kilometres.
Yeah, that's right.
Pretty
11,000 kilometres on it. Yeah.
So tyres you've replaced?
Tyres I've replaced. They were all shot when I got it. New brake pads. The discs were fine. The put a brand new chain on it.
Yeah.
Brake fluid front and rear. New rear pads, and then gave it an oil change. Again, brand new plugs. That was a biggie for me when I get a new bike, is to have new plugs in it. And then also with it being stood, that the jets in the carburetors went solid. So I took the carburetors off, which is about the size of a Tupperware box.
They're like a bank of 4, just tiny, yeah.
They are a work of art.
Are they?
An absolute work of art.
Yeah.
So just gently taking the float bowls off, prising the jets out, the starter jets and the main jets. It's
nerve-wracking because the spare parts don't grow on trees for these, do they?
They're not too bad, to be honest.
Are they?
Jets and internal bits in the carburetors are not too bad. You can get them.
What, from Honda or specialists?
Through specialists, through Japan. There's a company called Keister which supply good jets and things.
Yeah.
If you look round, Keister is a good make to have. Spark plugs wise, you're looking at David Silver's and generic other parts as well you can get from David Silver's. Bulbs, you know, things like that you can get from David Silver's. Yeah, so you can still get good bits for them. Chains are generic, you know, you can get them from most places.
So you gave it a bit of loving, and then did it start?
Yeah, we spent a couple of days getting it running. It was a bit apprehensive to begin with, like most bikes are when they've been stood for numerous years. They're a bit apprehensive. Get some new fuel in it, new battery, and then lo and behold,
just start.
Never missed a beat.
It's a Honda, isn't it?
Never missed a beat.
Honda at their very, very best.
And then some.
This era of Honda is how they got their reputation for being
big time,
so good.
Yeah.
So what's it like to? What were you expecting it to be? Because you've got 252 strokes.
Yeah.
You know, and they've obviously got some.
Having never ridden one before, I didn't know what to expect.
Yeah.
When I first rode it and registered it, you have to get a dating letter, then you have to go and get it MOT'd, then you have to wait 2 months for the DVLA to register it, to get a logbook, to get a reg number.
Yeah.
It goes on and on and on, waiting, the waiting process.
Yeah.
But at the end of it, it was like my birthday all in one again. It was like, right, I didn't know what to expect. So there I was, just riding it gently around the roads and thinking, oh, there's not much cop in this.
No.
You know, it wasn't really
So I doubt
ticking the box.
There's not a lot going on at low revs, I
Not a
would
lot
imagine.
under 4,000, no. And then thought, right, another day I'll leave it for a bit. Then you take it down a country lane, and then you start taking it a little bit higher.
Yeah.
And then it changes.
Does it?
It's like, whoa.
Really?
Here we go. This is it.
So when does it start making its power?
So fun starts about 9.
Right.
At about 9. That's when the fun starts.
Yeah.
All the way around to 19. So you've got 10 grand to have joy
To
with.
play with.
Yeah,
Unlike
yeah.
your RGVs where you've got a couple of thousand revs.
Exactly. This is a
Just
totally
much
different
more
scale.
flexible.
Another level.
And it must feel really light and
Oh,
agile.
it's, I don't know how to describe it. It's just on a different level of sharpness of handling.
Really?
It really is on a different level. I mean, yeah, you can talk RGVs of being sharp, which they are.
Yeah.
They are. And then the sharpness.
Really? This is another level above?
Another level of
Is it really?
sharpness.
Wow.
Another level of sharpness. Yeah, I was really gobsmacked. When you say a wolf in sheep's clothing, it really is.
Really is, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
So it goes as well as it
If
looks.
I recommend anybody for a first time bike, get in contact with me and I can show you how unbelievable these are.
You might regret that. You might get loads of people.
They are, by all means, get in contact. They are on a different level of a first time bike.
Really?
They are fantastic. With the seat being so low to the floor, for a first time rider, sometimes you get a bit daunted on new bikes because of the geometry of it.
Yeah, yeah.
This is just unbelievable. As a first time bike, you do not want anything else,
Yeah.
really.
What are the sort of bits you like most on the bike? What are the special bits?
The special bits, I think, is the riding position.
Yeah,
It's just so positive.
yeah.
Without being interfering.
Uh-huh.
Does that make sense?
It's not too extreme.
Not extreme at all. You could ride this around the city forever in a day and it wouldn't batter an eyelid.
Yeah.
Yet you can go and do 140 mile an hour on it. It's one of them.
Yeah, yeah. I like
It's
the bits that,
unbelievable.
because you look at it, you think, oh, it's a blade. And then you go, oh no, it's not a blade, it's a 400. And then you go, oh no, it's not a 400. And there's little giveaways in it, the shape of the lights.
Yeah.
Obviously the 250 logo, and then
Yeah,
you think,
yeah.
blimey, this is something else.
It is. The frame is very 400-ish.
Yeah.
And the swinging arm is very 400-ish. So they mimicked it off the 400 and the 900. So the geometry, I call it the magic angle.
Yeah.
Or the magic triangle, sorry. So from the handlebars to the seat is identical to the 400 and the 900.
Is it really?
The distance from the seat to the pegs is weirdly bang on the same. And the distance from the pegs to the back to the handlebars is crack on.
So they're all the same.
Yeah. And we've also got an added extra on this. We've got little foot pegs on the back for said pillion, which just mimically fold out. There you go.
It's clever, isn't it? Never seen that before.
A little added extra for whoever wants to go on the back.
The amount of love and care that went into these. Are there lots of different models, versions of
There's
this?
3 different variants you can get of it. Yeah, without making a phone call, I can't really remember what they are, but one I think it was the Mark 1 revved higher than this. Slight marginally, I mean, we're talking margins of RPM. That one revved a little bit higher, so you're just touching 20,000.
Sheesh.
Like it makes a difference.
Yeah.
But it does, yeah. And then this was the more sedate version, as it goes.
Yeah. And
But
is this the last in the line of these bikes?
It is, yeah. So there's various colour schemes you could get it in. You could get it in a jet black with silver CBR up on it. You could get a maroon coloured one, like a burgundy colour, metallic burgundy, which looks nice. And then you can get all weird other Honda colours, which again look nice, but for me I wanted a fireblade coloured one, just with it being a fireblade fan, you know.
And it matches your others. Your 400
Yeah,
and your
exactly.
blade.
Yeah, I just think this colour, if it's going to be a Honda, I think you've got to have it in Honda colours, haven't you? You know, Honda livery 5-blade livery.
So I'm guessing it's a keeper.
It is at the moment, yeah. I'm really lucky to own one, and there isn't that many other owners
No.
in the UK at the moment. Yeah, it's one of them.
Were there 250 versions of the Suzuki?
Yes, there was,
Yamaha,
yeah. Suzuki.
Kawasaki?
Yeah.
Kawasaki?
Yeah.
What would that have been?
They did
GTZ?
a GSXR250RR.
Yeah.
Kawasaki did a ZXR250.
Oh yeah.
And they did an FZR250 as well in the AM.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were. But they didn't go, I think they stopped around the early 90s. So the FZR finished when the VJ21 finished, which was the late 80s.
Right. Okay.
The ZXR 250 went up to about 93. I think that's when that tailed off.
Yeah.
And the GSXR 250 also finished in the late 80s. I don't think you got a later model than that.
And that had a beam frame, didn't it? That didn't have the up and over, did it?
That's right. Yeah, that was really early design.
You know your stuff, didn't you? You know your pocket rockets, didn't you?
Yeah, you get to know different information.
So, have you got anything to add about this bike?
Well, there's not that much more to say, really.
I mean, they're relatively simple, aren't they, really? But they're just dual-like.
Yeah, the engine is just a work of art.
Yeah.
I don't know what more to say.
No.
It's a third less than the 400 in size, in the way it was created. Everything is a third less. And then following on from that, the 400 is a third less than the 900. So everything, geometry on the 400 is less than the 900. Then the 900 is what it is.
Yeah, yeah. Wicked.
So there we go.
Well, I quite fancy folding myself in half to try and squeeze on it, if you don't mind.
Of course you can.
Brilliant.
Go and enjoy it.
Well, thanks for bringing this along.
No problem at all.
Hopefully we'll see you again
No
at some
problem.
point.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, mate. Thank you.
Hope you enjoy it.
Sure I will. Right, CBR250RR. Do I need to give it a zillion revs to get going? Really? Now 7,000 RPM. Actually feels really smooth, and it doesn't feel too small either. So, you know, this is a very, very rare beast. Not many people get to ride a 250 4-stroke screamer. I suppose the first impressions are it isn't that tiny. You'll see in another video that we've ridden James's CBR250RR, and this kind of feels exactly the same size, and it's surprisingly tractable. Okay, it's a little bit cramped in the leg department for me, but nothing too horrendous. But again, like his 400 I mentioned, you know, for a 90s bike, this feels so refined and so tight, and it's typical Honda amazing build quality from back in the day then, which they've still got, but you know, this is particularly dual-like, very, very light. It's not a 252 stroke light, but it's getting towards that. You know, the engine's got a little bit more inertia, obviously, because it's a 4-cylinder rather than a twin of the 2-stroke 250s. But let's see, so it's 6th, 5th, 4th, 3rd. Oh, it screams! Oh. Brakes are beautiful. Gearbox is crisp. Wow. Who needs 200 horsepower when you've got a little screaming 250? Oh, this is amazing. Whoa. Wow. suspension's composed. It's got Bridgestone S22 tyres on, so just an absolute excess of grip compared to the amount of power it's got. Wow, wee. Well, let's pull away from a start. That clutch, you can let the clutch all the way out really soon. It's not that gutless down low. It's got a decent bit of low end punch for a 250. I think if you're following your mates on bigger bikes, you'll be absolutely caning this mercilessly, but just riding it in isolation like this, loads of fun. Wow. I mean, when it's up at high revs, it's not really that fast, but it's all about the excitement the engine gives you rather than outright speed. There's just something inside me that doesn't really want to rev it to 19,000. Let's see, right. Oh. It's like your own personal TT bike and TT course around here. This is the B660. An amazing piece of road. An amazing bike. Whoa. Just pure adrenaline and excitement you want, and this just ticks all those boxes. You know, on a track day it'd be completely lost if you were out in normal track day traffic, but if you had a bunch of these racing around the track together, it'd probably be the best fun you'd ever have. Why don't they make bikes like this anymore? I mean, they'd be too expensive, which is the answer, but you know, I'd have one of these over any kind of A2 license type bike now. Very, very stable, very accurate, very confidence inspiring. I really didn't know what to expect with this bike. I mean, it's just pretty beyond belief. I could just sit and stare at it in my lounge all day, but wow, it's just so exciting, but also just incredible that for such an old bike it just feels so good. I can't imagine any modern bike being this good decades later, but wow, what a machine. But thanks very much for watching. I think I might do a couple more laps and I'll see you soon.